Nice win. Nice to keep finding ways to win. Little lapse there in the second period. I thought we lost our energy, and the bigger problem was that we just weren't getting the exits that we needed out of the zone. That just put us in a position to have to defend longer, which is never a winning formula, no matter what time of the game it is. But I think we've seen out of this group in the early going the resilience and the belief in each other. And, we keep using our voices, which is really powerful for us to generate energy and effort and execution. And obviously, then our skills allowed to get put on display when those things happen, and that's what happened in the third period. So, like the fact that we can take leads in the third and catch up in the third and extend leads in the third. 3 games in, we found a lot of different ways to do it, and that's very encouraging. Questions?
Coach, do you feel that first Sacred Heart goal woke your team up a bit and served as a wake-up call?
I don't think we needed to be woken up. I guess, we saw the tape and we saw the fact that they jumped Union pretty good at their building last week. I think there was a little adjustment period, as much as we talk about it, and we repped a lot this week, and small areas that we were going to have less time and space just based on the bigger ice out in Colorado and the style that they played as opposed to the style that Sacred Heart was playing. But it's until you get in there and actually have that half-second less of time, your pre-puck awareness has got to be much better. I think you just saw that there was the timing of our plays, and just wasn't at least what it was last week. So no, I don't think it was that we required any sort of wake-up call.
Coach, the defensive structure looked really great. Sacred Heart didn't have many opportunities. How much confidence does it give you going forward to see the young guys playing this well and keeping the structure this down pat this early in the season?
Yeah, it's been great. Even when we have our breakdowns, the best part about it is that your guys on the bench are the first ones to make a comment about it and how to correct it. So, not only that the execution is good, but when we do have a breakout, the identification of it has been excellent from our guys. So, we've been protecting the house a lot better. A lot of that is just that transition from the rush defense into D-zone coverage. I think our mindfulness of holding the middle and then pushing out from there has been much, much better. But again, the reality, and we've talked about it, is the best way to have good defense in your own end is get the puck out. When our zone exits are good, our D-zone coverage is excellent. So when they're not, then again, especially in the second period with the long change, then you're gonna have more trouble. So. When our D-men are moving it quickly and pulling pucks out of scrums, and the wingers are making plays off the wall and getting us out, that's always going to be our best defense.
Building off of that, with the great breakouts come transition offense, and you guys capitalized on that a lot tonight. Is transition offense something you guys want to definitely capitalize on? Is that the identity of this team? Or
yeah, it has been. It's been what we've been trying to build towards. I think you've seen it mostly in the last couple of years when the transitions occurred off takeaways in the forecheck or in the neutral zone. But again, with our with the D-core now and the added depth up front, I think you're seeing, certainly if you caught any of the goals on video from CC last week, we're generating a lot of offense from 150 feet away from their net, which is hard to do, to get a takeaway in your own end, to develop the rush through neutral and get a structure that puts pucks on net. Against defenses and coaching the way it is today, that's not very easy. But again, our guys have done a good job of spreading the ice and identifying when we have attack opportunities, identifying when we need to possess, and then re-attack. But yeah, I think our rush development and transition from our own ends is really good.
Dennis, when you scored your third goal out there in the empty net, it seemed like there was at least one person who saw that it was a hat trick and threw that out there. Did you see that at all?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw it. The fans, they were into the game more than you think. They all knew, and they were behind us the whole way.
And obviously, the second goal for you that pulled you ahead was kind of that bigger one. How did you see that play develop?
Pagosi made a good chip down low. Their guy was kind of clueless, didn't really look. Dom got in there really hard, just like our forecheck is, F1 hard. Made a great pass, behind the back pass, and I just did what I had to do, I guess. I kind of got lucky, I'd say, but it was a good shot and winning.
Dennis, you lost a lot of guys last year, whether it be graduating and going to the NHL. So what's it like picking up Austin Bloody and the chemistry you two have had together? How has that been for you this early in the season?
Bloody, he's a great player. It's great to have him, but up and down the lineup, it's great to have every single one of those guys. You know, they bring something different in the team, and you know, it's showing.
Dennis, Coach used the word resilience. What do you think your team's played in the third period tonight in the season so far?
Our guys are just kind of bringing it together. We're not getting too ahead of ourselves. Third period, you know, we're just staying calm and doing what we have to do. Sometimes we're down, or sometimes we're up. We're just, you know, sticking to the game plan and making sure that we do the right things and hopefully get a win.
For Dom or Dennis, this situation where you're kind of on a roll is one that's been kind of few and far between in recent years. What do you do to kind of keep this feeling and keep this rolling a little bit here to start the season?
Honestly, I'd say don't pay attention. You know, the media kind of hypes it up a little bit. You just play your game. We're a team. We're gonna stick together. Obviously, everybody's happy. Winning is good, but otherwise, you know, we don't pay attention to that stuff. We just bring it every game.
There's your headline, by the way. Winning is good.
Dom, the line's been clicking. You guys bring a little bit of everything, a little bit of speed, a little bit of skill, a little bit of grit. What do you think's been the key to the success so far?
Honestly, I think it's a lot of the off-ice stuff that comes with it. I know me, Dennis, and Austin are good friends off the ice as well, and I think that has a lot to do with it. I think this team's been clicking really well in that sense. We're very close. So as far as the three of us go, I mean, exactly like we said, you know, we got a guy that can shoot the puck. I mean, all of us can, and you got a guy that'll dig, and I think all of us do the same things really well. And just the chemistry between the three of us is just pretty electric. So we like scoring goals together, that's for sure.
Coach, only 3 penalties tonight. That was a bit of an issue at times last year, but how important was it tonight to stay out of the box?
Well, you know, it's been a focal point, and I think our guys really embraced the fact that we've talked about it, and I've mentioned it in this room. You know, when you play an aggressive style and when we're trying to take pucks away, you're going to take some penalties. You know, we understand that, and we're going to work towards having a really good penalty kill. When that happens, it's the ones that you can avoid and prevent, the disciplined ones, you know, stick fouls, things after the whistle that, you know, we, as a young team, I don't think we had the discipline enough last year to do that, and I didn't do a good enough job of instilling that from the get-go last year. I thought we got better as the year wore on, you know, but this year, again, guys really understand what it takes to be a winning team. They know that sometimes you got to swallow really hard. As easy as it would be to chop somebody and take out your frustration, it's not in the best interest of the team. So when you got guys who understand that it's bigger than just them and the personal battle that they might be in, that their actions and the ripple effect that has on the guys that are depending on them, you know, that's the start of something special that we got, you know, started with group here.
For any of you guys, how is it up 3-0, about 500, playing really well? How is it going into Hockey East play, knowing that you guys are playing some of the best hockey that I've ever seen?
I think it's exciting for sure. I mean, we're not going to let it get to our head too much. It's probably one of the best, it's definitely one of the best leagues in the country, so you can't really let it get to you. But it definitely gives you a little bit of confidence going into the Hockey East play. So.
Yeah, we talked about, you know, post-game Friday. Actually, it was Dom who had the answer to the question if you've ever read the back of a shampoo bottle. It's lather, rinse, repeat. So, you know, we keep having that mentality that regardless of whether we win or whether we lose, that you get up the next day and you got to walk away from what happened the night before and move forward to what's next. So, like you say, certainly we're going to derive a lot of confidence from the good things that we do and the record that we have, and confidence that we know that we can hold a lead or come back from a 3-goal deficit as we move forward. These are all things that you throw in the backpack and carry with you for the rest of the season. And we certainly know that the big boy league starts in January. We got to grind it out Friday and Saturday every night down the stretch. That's what we're building towards being our best.